Tell me who that nigga if it ain't me. If it ain't a party, then it's gonna be. Never had a problem that I couldn't solve. It must be official if I get involved. Water burning, fire burning daily.
Okay, guys, welcome in another one. It's a Koopa. It's time. I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit. But guys, welcome back to the Armamentalist Quest on our solo expedition. Today we're going to be investigating more of these islands, getting more of these monsters, and we're actually going to find out who is smuggling. Yes, I said it. Smuggling the monsters into the different countries. Hope everybody's having a good day, whatever day it is. Sorry for the abrupt sounds. I have a coffee shake here that I'm shaking, as you do with shakes. And it needs to be just a little bit more mixed before I dig in. So, anyways, those were the story spoilers. Basically, I mean, we're just going to a different continent. I believe this time, actually. For this quest, I don't think we're going to a different continent. I think it's in Virenard, and we're gonna actually find out where the smuggler monsters are coming from. We're gonna find his laboratory and hopefully take him down. Hopefully. So that's essentially what we're doing on the Dragon Quest. You know the gameplay. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing you love to look at, you love to see, you love to be around. But for now, for my topics of the day, I'm kind of just freeballing this right now, so I think I will talk about, we're gonna call this Armed for Success. And the funny thing about success, guys, is that it doesn't look the way you think it's gonna look. It's just very boring. A lot of people expect success to be flashy, and I'm gonna have my big break and my wonderful moment, and everybody's gonna clap, and it's like those Reddit stories where somebody gets a huge own on an airplane or something, and then everybody's applauding and being like, "That guy's cool. I wish my boyfriend was like that." That's not how success is. Success is actually very boring. Extremely boring. Very mundane. Elevated levels of monotony. And essentially all that. If you want to be successful, you gotta be okay with the fact that what you're doing may just be a fun thing that you have to do every day and never stop for the rest of your fucking life. For maybe 5 or so years until you ever see a lick of success. But the problem with success is that a lot of people think they can arm themselves with it by just, either following their dreams or, doing what everybody says they're good at, but they may not necessarily like. Goodness gracious. Damn, you shitty Eddie Mike. It's all good. Essentially, and look at that. Now I lost my train of thought. That's hilarious. But essentially, there is no way that the world is just gonna, pick you up and be like, "Hey, buddy, it's your time now. Now you're successful. Now you're allowed to feel good." No one's ever going to tell you that. They're always going to tell you, "Hey, it's time to celebrate for 5 seconds, and then there's your moment of celebration, and then back to work." They're always going to, sort of frame it that way. So if we ever want any hopes of being successful, we have to arm ourselves with the idea that we already fucking are there. That we're already amazing. We had a little discussion there. We didn't hear any of it, though. So essentially, I told you guys the backstory of him a little bit before, but he grew up with our vice armamentalist right here, and they both had a dream to become one. And of course, he's just the guard now. He's no armamentalist. He's just the guard. And so, he's trying to make him switch jobs. But hey, man, I got pension over here. I got AARP. What are you talking about? I got insurance. They're taking care of my pets over at the guard. You know what I'm saying? That they give me health. Vision and dental at the guard. I don't know if they got that on Armamentalist. Being real. Being wholesome. Okay, maybe that's not the reason, but essentially, that was their little childhood spat. Pretty long dungeon here, too. Comparatively to the rest of the, version 1 cave areas. It's just rather boring. I've noticed, actually, now that I'm replaying this game, they make you go back to this specific dungeon in so many quests. I don't know why. Is this the favorite dungeon? Is this the best dungeon of version 1? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, they spent like 8 hours. 8 hours doesn't actually sound that long. Like, they spent like 8 days straight perfecting whatever the fuck this shit is. Anyways. We're here. This is a lab. His monster conducting research area. And yeah, guys, it's crazy that a lot of people still don't get this concept that success really is more of a mindset. It's not really a thing that someone gives to you. It's kind of just like love, man. Like no one's going to just love you. You have to be loved. You have to embody love. You have to be able to at least give love. For everybody who doesn't want to fully commit to the action, the movement, the actual constructed things you have to do in life to embody love wholeheartedly. You don't have to. Nobody has to. We always have a choice. That's the beautiful thing that God gave us. But the problem is nowadays that to feel like we are, what is that word? Entitled to love? Completely wrong. We never were. Never can be. It's just now a lot of people have drilled down that line a little bit too far. Raise the requirements, raise the level cap to get love way too fucking high. And even nowadays, I feel like getting love is not the problem, it's keeping it. Getting love is certainly not the problem for me. It's just this: we live in such an immaterial world that everybody has a price, including me. Including me. That's why I'm trying to act like I'm already successful. No matter how much money comes in, no matter how much security or peace of mind comes in, I just have to be happy with the progress, with the pain. I have to be happy that I can still feel it. I have to be happy that I still have a choice on whether to feel it more or not, because it's always going to be painful. But I'm grateful that I can choose to feel a little bit more pain if I want to, and who knows if that extra pain is going to give me more progress. Who fucking knows? All I know is that in the past, it's worked out that way. So, I'm not gonna question proven logic. I know it really doesn't make sense, but if you work out, you stress out your muscles and they hurt, and you come in a month later after working out, they're gonna get bigger. So if we take that same logic, we can assume that pain will work the same way. So mental, physical, spiritual, certainly. Whatever pain you are going through, remember that you have a choice to either run away or embrace it. Maybe even take on a little bit more stress. Maybe even do a little bit more of the horrible fucking thing. And when you already have that idea that you are successful, you're like, well, I gotta do this because, I'm already the successful guy. I gotta, show people wrong. I gotta flex on the haters. It's more of a mindset. Yeah, sorry, man. It's not gonna come to you like that. I apologize. The truth is, life is very brutal, very ugly. Ooh, bitch, you ugly. And oftentimes when they give us the wonderful, wonderful wins and breaks, for us, for regular schmegular Joes, a lot of the lol cows I'm talking to here, we take that as a sign to relax, to chill out. You made it. You're good. And this is not just with crazy money things. This is when, like, you find a girl that actually likes you. you know, and smiles at you and calls you in the morning and all this bullshit. When you find that, a lot of people think they're done. A lot of people think, you know, I made it, you know, we're finished. We're stop fighting now. What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? Ah! Sorry, I'm watching a lot of Mega Man X lately. But you have to arm yourself with the idea that the fight will never be over. And I don't like to be these annoying ass red pill guys that are like, you're not doing enough. Go harder. Go hammer. That's not the point. You have to go just enough, just the tiniest step to feel like you're not standing still. And that's it. That's literally it. I want you, because we're probably all on this baseline level of just, you know, doing almost nothing, waking up and jerking off 4 times and then ordering Postmates. We're probably all in that cycle, you know. This is a gaming channel. I know what gamers do. I know the gamer flows. I was there the whole time. But if you're in that flow, make the smallest step. Like, it should be insulting how small this step is. And then, not only that, you have to celebrate it when you do it. If you are a musician, open up your DAW. And that's it. Celebrates. Huge celebration. Gigantic celebration for just opening it up. Putting a note in. That's it. You know, if you're an editor, open up your digital workspace. You know, drag all the media in there and just look at it and just be like, oh, look at all these videos I have to edit for this one video or whatever. Look at all these clips. And just look at that shit. And hopefully your mind kind of rewires a little bit and makes you do, well, not make you, but you know, it's funner to do more, right? Because you're already there. But if you don't, who cares? Who cares? Maybe you won't. Maybe you won't. I don't give a fuck. You have to celebrate that one tiny act that you did do. Even if it's like, I want to work out. And my one act to work out is just putting my workout clothes by the door. And then I wake up the next day to work out. I did not work out. Fuck that. But you know what I did? Put them workout clothes by the door. And maybe sometime later in the day, maybe sometime tomorrow, I'll work out. But I'm gonna celebrate that win, because when you get in this sort of mood of, oh, I'm shit, oh, I didn't do that, oh, I didn't do this, oh, I didn't do that. It's a combo. It's a combo, and you're comboing your ass to submission, man. It's bullshit. Life is not like a gacha. We do not get a 50-50 every fucking 5 pulls. If you keep pulling bullshit, you're gonna keep pulling bullshit. But we can program our mind to only pull 5-star thoughts. Now, of course, you're gonna go back to what you naturally do eventually. But on the grind, control your vibe. I love y'all. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Harder to remember, getting harder to remember. I've been through enough to drive me crazy. I don't think my mama's gonna save me. Maybe I'm not flying, but I'm floating. If we're not headed to the top, where we going? 2 miles an hour, can you picture me rolling? So much better